Who are we gonna pick as captain? Hey dude, we're playing 60 parsecs. Oh, I don't know. This one's fairly good. DD? Oh, why not? So, what do we need? Food? I've never seen this setup before. Alright. Let's go again. Pick up a couple of these crates. And doors are never open. What else can we grab, huh? Can we get the gun? Get the gun. Goodie. Supplies. Sweet. Maybe one more trip. Let's get the cow just for the it. Well, it seems to be more or less it. It's just two people. Well, it's not the best of starts, but you know what? It'll do. Cheers. That's good. So we're gonna make a speech. We're gonna feed everybody the first day. So that's a good start to everything, isn't it? Please accept our apologies for tiny inconvenience of being blown 60 parsecs away from Earth. Please turn on the main computer for further instruction. It's located in the center of the shuttle. Captain, this is the first day of your command, and your interstellar voyage. An inspiring speech is in order. Alright. There we go. Boom. Elaborating on the survival against all odds angle would have been quite a choice for a speech. Unfortunately, you decided to waffle on about superiority of potato corn chowder over tomato soup and a few other problems of existential nature. Your fellow crewmate was far from convinced. Well fed and caffeinated. Well, we're gonna need some stuff and some things and doodads. I should do that while I can. It's gonna be 2 cycles, that'll be alright. Detecting trouble will build up in mental tension. Who gives a crap? We're not gonna go insane, are we? We might. We're well fed. We're good off. Yeah. Captain Buzzkill, yeah? Feeling better, I bet you'd be much better off after a night partying with your friends. That's true, you're loose. Caffeinated though. He's still well fed. Sweet. Oh no, I've been hacked. The virus, whatever. Steering us away. Alright. Can we get Emmett to do something about that? Or is he just too well fed? You and Emmett plugged an emergency console into the hard drive to delete the virus. Or so you thought, Captain. That was a power outlet. The short circuit damaged the system. It took me 6 hours and considerable chunk of our resources to fix the issue. On the bright side, your mistake fried the hard drive instantly. The virus is gone. So this is gonna be a buttload of trouble in this one, man. We need the medkit. Always need the medkit. We found a couple of rusted and swollen cans. We're gonna keep them. So if you're low on cans, they'll just fling it at you. Sweet. Yeah. After the update, it's way easier to play this. That ancient soup you found, yeah, we know. So, there is nothing to report, Captain. Well, in that case, let's just skip it. Didn't bring a rope, though. Yesterday started pretty slow and boring. Yeah. 1 day remaining. We don't have the book. Right here. Interesting news, Captain. It appears that there is a whole space behind the wall panels. Agility. Let's cram our butts in there and see what we can find. Because that's the way to do it. We will probably learn. Never learn. Okay, my computations suggest there's only 1% of there being any treasure. Alright, gas mask, that's useful. Last night I was browsing through some designs of peaceful machinery. Never you mind why. Hard knocks. Oh, well, shuttles on the Astro Citizen program were to be equipped with one. Now pay attention to find a food dispensing machine on board. Yep, it's missing a lever, so we're gonna shovel it up. Good. How's that gonna go? I know I always use the duct tape because that seems to be the better choice, but we might break the shovel on this, maybe. I guess that's only if Baby does it, because he's too strong. I think that's the logic on that. Banging the machine mercilessly with the shovel was bound to bring results. If the handle hadn't wedged in place of a lever, I'm sure the vending machine would have fixed itself and put an end to all the noise. Battery, duct tape. Oh my gosh, you found a holographic chest set on board you've never heard of a holographic chest. It's like a regular chest but with big round board. Holographic monsters, because it doesn't use physical pieces. I can totally play you. You'll have to input my moves, but just remember, I control the airflow to where you sleep at night. You'd better not cheat. That's all I'm saying. What do you want to play? I'll play you with agility. See if I can cheat my way to victory. That'll be fun. I want to go to Mootopia. Let me get that. Whoa, you defeated me at holographic test. How did my piece end up there? Did you input the wrong move for my turn? You did, didn't you? You little cheater. I'm tempted to turn off life support and let you choke on that smug look you're wearing, Captain, but wait. Now that I'm looking at it, I may have found a way to optimize our life support system, okay? I'll let this one slide, good game. I'm hungry. So is Emmett. Organs. Let's make a song. Your attention is required. There is the most abnormal blah blah blah. Decipher the Soviets. Yeah. Emmett, you can be in charge of the radio. You should be qualified to do that. 10 days in space. First contact. You see this, I'm not easily excited, but we've made contact. T-4, civilization of this galaxy. The signals are going from everywhere. We can safely assume we are. Right. Good, groovy, great. Grand. That's as expected. There's cheese in the pantry, at least I think it's cheese. I don't know how it got there. Did somebody sneak it on board? If there's an infestation of alien mold, was it the French? Desperate times call for desperate measures. Yeah. We don't know the origin of the mysterious cheese. Will you eat it? Well, knowing that it's soap, I'm not gonna eat it. So, that'll be the report for day 11. It turned out to be cheese. Yay. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. Let's see. Alert. A star just went supernova in this quadrant. Huge gravitational waves will reach us soon. Space-time will stretch and contract. The gravity will fluctuate greatly, and most importantly, I will weigh up to 3 tons and transmit slower. The ship's hull should hold, but the things inside are much squishier, human body included. One of the Albert monkeys shot into space has never regained his normal density after a wave, remaining light and very wind dependent till the end of his days. You need a plan on how to survive this. I'll go with strength. Did I fool you? I didn't know. You're smarter than you look. Well, that wasn't an insult now, was it? No. 12 days in space. You secured everything tight and turned a window just in time. ETA minus 2 days. That's nice. Crafting? Yes. We will craft and craft until we can craft no more. I'm disturbed, Captain. Hey. You reported hearing a child crying somewhere. This may be auditory hallucination caused by stress, witness nuclear war. Sensors are malfunctioning. There's really no stowaway. Search the shuttle. No. Don't feel like it. Pretty simple. There's a child, you can stay there. It's not that big of a deal. Probably wasn't an hallucination, because, you know, if it was a kid, he'd need food. And, speaking of food, let's eat. Cannot believe my own cameras. A dozen potatoes just sped past. You might be able to catch some of those. Go for it. Celebrity tomatoes were shot into space by the farmers of Pomodoria. Tethered to the ship, you shot in their direction time and time again like an impatient yo-yo wire. I now believe trying to pick them by hand was a bad idea. Didn't get any, huh? That's bad luck. So, recycle some soup. Something huge has cropped up on my scanners. A dark, swirly skied planet has appeared before us. It's covered in a giant storm, but beneath dark swirls, my scanners detect hazy, indistinct heat signatures and a multitude of structures. A thunderous world is probably in it. I don't want to land there. I want Mutopia. It better show up pretty darn soon, because we're running out of shit. Yes, we are. Planet was passed yesterday. I am now barely visible against the dark canvas of space. Conditions on its surface were a bit questionable, so I can see why you chose? Is that how you? Nah. Not to risk a crash landing. Our resources won't last forever, however. It would be wise to land somewhere before things get nasty in the shuttle cabin. I will let you know as soon as I clock up a viable landing spot. That's nice. Space travel can be dull, but there are still tons of ways. No thank you. I will not run around the cabin with a lighter or a shovel making up a game that'll hurt somebody here. Make funny shapes with your fingers. You made a banana slug, a dancing man, and a mustache. Recycle the thing. Good news and I got a bad news. The good news is there's using the airlock. Well, we need to duct tape that ship before it explodes. Groovy. Grand. Great. So the manual we're gonna have to get somewhere. The shovel we have. Gas mask we've made. Duct tape saved the day. You seem alert, Captain. You and your crewmen can rest easy now. Efficiency when it comes to performing any task. Yep. Upgrade. That's tempting. Nah, I don't want to make the phone. I want to upgrade. Where did it go? Everybody is hungry. We got two. There's a ship on the rig with the light show seen through the music. They're starting to blast as soon as open comes. They've playing rockabilly. Emmett is already grooving to the beat. The aliens claim to be the dance lord tribe, and are searching for the best dancers in the galaxy. They've challenged our tribe to dance off. A sock hopper. If you don't accept, they will vaporize us with their ultra-high frequency speakers. Well, darn it. Guess I should make food, huh? But I need... So recycle... armor. Cow. That was weird though. I had 2 cans, I fed 1 person and now it's empty. Not even a pair of sequin giant could have saved you. You cannot dance. Craft some soup. Non-critical subsystems is having a meltdown. Malfunction is serious and the system won't talk to me. If you don't do anything, the breakdown will spill brain cell atrophy inducing coolant into our ventilation system. Well, darn it. I'll have to take your word for it then. The subsystem melted down and the coolant was released in the air, but you utilized various first aid supplies to counter its harmful effects. The entire kit is gone, but you feel unaffected. I filtered the spillage out of the shuttle. We're in the clear, and lucky for you, brain cell atrophy would just be the worst right now.
Hey.
He got to starving real quick, didn't he? Pay attention, Captain, since this is a doozy. We are approaching a celestial body that appears to be a planet. My scanners detect no life, but some structures on the surface suggest that it was inhabited at one point. The climate is harsh and unwelcoming, but even that beats being stranded in space. I thought it said beast. A landing can be attempted, but steering the ship will require exceptional eye-hand coordination. Luckily, you're pretty agile, so you shouldn't have much trouble. Bearing that in mind, should I initiate the landing protocol? Yes, that is Mutopia, isn't it? No sound on that. Well, here we go. 20 days in space. And it's probably going to be another 60 on the surface. Motopia. Great job, Captain. While the landing was rough, you managed to sit the shuttle down with minimal losses. Everything appears to be in order aside from some damage to the communication console. I believe it's not being beyond saving, although it will take me a while to calculate the optimal way of conducting the repairs. This shuttle will have to do for now, but it's not fit to be permanent shelter. One small step for Astro Citizen, one giant leap for whatever is left of humanity. So we could and we could, but I don't know what we should. Captain, we were able to detect transmission. Okay, I don't have the radio. I'm gonna send him out hungry. Seems like a good place. That hazard is gas, is it not? I think so. Gas mask. Could send a gun with you too. Why not? That's gonna be 3 days though. Make some soup. Your lack of a handheld communicator effectively stopped you from fixing the communications console. Too bad, we remain stuck here, with no way to contact the outside world. Our situation has not improved. I urge you to connect the operational communicator to the communications console as soon as possible, Captain. Looks like we have a leak, Captain. The sprinkler system went haywire and now everything is getting wet. We need to do something before our supplies get soaked. Act fast, there is no time to waste. You need to cut off the piping with the main valve or temporarily disable the sprinkler system. You're hungry. Did you know? The flood yesterday was about to turn the shuttle into a space hot tub. Before you figured out how to stop it, everything is wet. You are wet. The supplies are wet. Even I am wet. Most annoying, Captain. The ship smells like a wet dog now, or at least that's what I am deducting from your faces. Well, it's just me here and I just have one face, but okay. I'm sure this will be a lovely space trip story in a few weeks' time, but right now I don't envy you. Craft, upgrade, recycle, tape. There's something growing outside the ship. Be careful, Captain. It's some kind of carnivorous alien plant. Its teeth are ginormous. I tried blasting it with the ear brakes to stop it from entering the shuttle, but it's too tough. I think it's evolved to prey on downed vessels like ours. And it looks hungry. How will you stop it? I might better bring back some food. Or we're doomed. You try stopping the carnivorous alien plant invasion of the shuttle by running around it and tying it into knots, but you simply couldn't outrun its growth rate. The abomination turned out not like the taste of human meat. Turned out not to like. How to not, okay. When I finally caught you, When it finally caught you, it gave you one little lick and decided you weren't worth the space in its belly. Oh, so sweet. Recycle. We get 30 out of that? It's only 10 to build, right? Or 10 two times, so 20. Isn't it? Captain, we are receiving a coded transmission of unknown origin. It would be a distress signal, a message of some sort of, or pretty much anything else. We won't know until we listen to it. Yeah, play the transmission. I read that completely wrong. Yeah, not much for reading, really. We have received a transmission yesterday. It turned out it was a message from another group of survivors. We cannot pinpoint, but they're lost in space. However, the knowledge that you are not alone. Yeah, mentally you're doing great. Still unable to receive transmissions. I know. Emmett has survived his mission through the moors. He seems a bit sickly, in need of food, and upset but of paramount importance is that he is not an alien doppelganger, we think. Emmett tripped over a weird idol that released a deadly cloud of poisonous gas. Thanks to the mask, he wasn't harmed. Gas corroded the mask filters. Emmett got some chemicals. Where does all this soup come from? Found 4 cans. Quite a trip, eh? Good thing Emma's at home safely. Yeah. We got food. Time for a medkit. While exploring in a shuttle closest vicinity, you realized that you were what you thought was a rock formation is actually an ancient dispenser machine, caked with dust and dirt, covered with simple depictions of soup cans. It seems to have ran out of power a long time ago. You could try to fix it, but how? Shoot it or charge it? Well, charging would probably be the best thing, right? But I kind of want to shoot it. Yes, I do. Following Emmett's suggestion, you used the drawings on the old dispenser for the shooting contest. Competing in this friendly manner boosted your spirits. Of course, the machine didn't take this kind of mistreatment well. It's a complete wreck, but you haven't had this much fun in a while, so you can agree it was worth it. Yes, he's busy. He's good to go. Hey, cockroaches. Alright. Alright, so we've been to the swamps. Let's go to the cave. It's gonna be dark in the cave, so you might want to bring an atomic battery or a lighter. You might end up busting up the lighter, which means you're gonna need duct tape, right? Which we don't have, right? So, would you like a shovel? Sure. Grab a shovel, go she go. Captain, these roaches are big and cool and really nice. Want to go bug hunting? No. The Petersons. They're nice and friendly. Highly evolved. You didn't hunt down the roaches, instead opting to coexist with them aboard the shuttle. The roaches appreciated your peaceful approach and left you something to show their gratitude. Thanks for not killing us. Stay cool, love the Petersons. Notice thing in the shuttle have been moving around slightly, just an inch this way or the other, but still, I'd be ready to write it off as micro vibrations, but I'm not registering any. If you focus on observing this movement, we can perhaps glimpse the deeper truth behind it, but since it's just a minor annoyance, it might not be worth your attention. Would you like to investigate these phenomenon? Huh. Totally. Never had that before. Ants, maybe? Who knows? Slugs. Might get some minerals out of that. No. Not minerals, but chemicals. You have taken the time out of your busy schedule to keep an eye on small objects around the shuttle. Yes, some are definitely moving around, especially when you're not looking, seemingly of their own volition. You isolated the items that were most often influenced by this phenomenon and secured them, so nothing falls off the shelves and tables. This practical approach to the problem made you feel really smart. Okay. No. Yeah. Voices. Two-dimensional species. We're not doing anything about it. We're gonna destroy some soup or something. Maybe. We'll see. Still haven't hooked up the communicator. Two-dimensional species attacked your ship. You listened curiously as the angry voices groaned with effort. Still unable to receive. Yep. Like I said, we haven't hooked up the thing yet. 10 days on the planet, 30 days away from Earth, 20 days in space. You lack. Yeah, I just connect. Okay. There's a blue veiny fruit growing out of cracks in the ground nearby. It's pulsating slightly. Do you wish to eat it? Yeah. I think that's okay with Dee Dee. She's not too bright. She's clever. Hopefully you're going to be buzzing at double speeds. We'll see. Is that a reference to Futurama when Frag got worms? Maybe. Was worth trying. You faced gluttonous with pleasure as you sunk your teeth in before quickly turning into horror. It was full of worms. Emmett survived his deep experience. He appears frail, in need of a meal, and disturbed, but the point is that he's still with us. You'll listen, enraptured as he begins to regale you with stories of his subterranean journey. The darkness was thick, but Emmett had a lighter. It got dropped, reducing its usefulness. The cave was full of minerals waiting to be harvested. You're fully briefed. Oh, and Emmett found some old paintings depicting ancient aliens coming to this planet to acquire soup. Was this world some kind of intergalactic soup hub? He brought back a shovel and a lighter. And soup. And this thing's done. Our communications array has intercepted a number of transmissions that are referencing a crashed space vessel. They might be referring to our ship, Captain. Yeah. You're weak, huh? You're gonna need the medkit then, aren't you? I think so. Oh, you're dragging sand in, dude. Emmett pointed out the abundance of bovine sculptures on this planet. That is correct. For example, a nearby monument including carvings depicting a sacred ritual to a cow god. The locals observed a ceremony in which hopefuls... What? The locals observed a ceremony in which hopefuls impressed the god with their agility in return for boons. Worth a try, I can guide one of you through the process. Huh. Yeah. You performed a sacred dance to impress the cow god. Those were some fab moves, Captain. You immediately felt your exhaustion fading much faster than before, and you mentioned readiness to milk and any number of others. No. And you mentioned readiness to milk a number of others. Curious choice of words, Captain. Indeed. Huh. Either way. Medkit. This planet's violent storms are quite the show, aren't they, Captain? A particularly strong one is moving our way right now, according to my readings. I predict quite a bit of shaking as it passes us by. May I suggest some safety measures? We should be fine, but the shaking could damage some of our supplies. If we had something to prop them up with, maybe that would help. What do you reckon? Yeah, put some dirt in here. So we're gonna send him out again. Canyon. Alright. Probably gonna need the armor for that. So there you go. Anything else? Sock puppet? No, should be good. Let's hope you are. Huh? Everything is good. Dandelion. The shovel came in useful when the storm hit, Captain. You used it to prop up our supplies, and as the shuttle shook, there was only some rattling and no actual damage to our supply stash. One loud bang gave us a fright, but when the storm subsided and we double-checked the outsides of the shuttle, all we found was a can of soup. Peculiar, Captain. What was it doing in that storm? Well, it was rattling around. That's why there's so much soup on this planet. The Petersons. A family of sentient roaches. All the noise from the construction. Yes, we're gonna go over there and ask them politely to keep it down, because we want to be good neighbors and all that jazz. It's not like we haven't done this before, you know. Yes, we approach and everything is nice and dandy. Still unable to, okay, hook up the communicator, don't eat anything, and let's keep moving on. Tuna? Tuna anyone? I'm gonna eat this later, I think. Hello world. Yeah, communications are up. So, craft. Cow. Yeah, we might need that. Our water recycler is overheating. The overheating of stock. Do you want to try it to reset the boiler? Whatever. Can you do it or can you not? You're quite agile. Oof. I'm gonna go with no. Hope that is a good choice. I should change my order of doing stuff. I should. First go through this one. It was a tense few hours, but nothing exploded. And then I should go straight to this one. A hovering, multicolored cube has appeared outside the shuttle. It's about head high and contains many moving parts. Do you want to try solving it? No. I'm not nearly bright enough. And he's just gonna be laughing at me, ain't he? Yes. Although you've been showing signs of cleverness, haven't you? Upgrade the gas mask. Yeah. Let's have a look at Dee Dee here. She's clever. She's not a genius. So what's gonna happen now with the cube? Nicht Weissens nicht. You did nothing to solve the glowing floating cube. The cube was blinking 3 times and then began solving itself. Huh. It lowered its difficulty level for you. No matter how long you observed the cube, no pattern in its logic emerged. Eventually, it gave a decisive moo and flew away, leaving you to wonder how anyone could be smart enough to solve it. Emmett successfully completed his mission to find the mysterious signal. What? Completed his mission to find the mysterious signal He looks to have been hit by falling rocks. He needs food and keeps wandering about. The echoes. Signal? Huh. His armor prevented serious injury. The armor is mangled. Where does all this soup come from? Emmett found a working communicator. Sweet. He shouldn't have, though. That was, weird. Yeah. Certainly was. That is just food which we have, so upgrade the ticket. I did the wrong sequence again. Sudden loss of energy. Okay, they are stealing electrical power. Alright, give him the atomic battery. Might be a bad idea. But we're gonna do it. Because we like the Petersons. Might give us a gun in return. No, we have a gun. He played a good neighbor and offered them plum. Craft a new one. Friend. Captain, the weather system are detecting a storm. I knew it. I knew it. Okay, well, no matter, it's just a storm, right? You're tired? No. So we could head into desert. Oh, why wouldn't we? Like the desert. Gonna need a gun though. What else? Aliens. Yeah. Something good might come out of that. Maybe. If we're lucky, we'll find some aliens we can interrogate. With a gun at gunpoint. Or something mysterious. Right? Yeah, you choose to wait out the storm rather than running a monitoring system. I'll go here first. Captain, you're alright. Those were weird spots. Oh shit. I'm gonna get sick. That's not cool. We've got a lot of fuel. Fuel. Yeah, soup. Upgrade the battery. We're good to go. Yes, you're caffeinated and it's a shot. 40 days, man. 20 in space and 20 on land. 40 a day from Earth. So, weird spots appearing on your body yesterday were major hit. You need to take care of yourself, Captain. Health. You look sick, Captain. Yep, she's sick. She's hungry. They made noises to it. Sweet. Oh no, Captain. One of the storage lockers is jammed. Well, put some butter on that and start chewing away at it. Armor. The lighter's supposed to be broken, and so is the armor. I haven't fixed anything or recycled because of it. There's gotta be a glitch, right? It's gotta be. It's gotta be in. I am saddened to report that you weren't able to unjam the locker. I told you to eat it. I am very disappointed. You've had a lot of very creative ideas, but none of them worked. Creativity is a synonym of dumb. if my thesaurus subsystem is not mistaken. Alright. The soup is accessible to us. If I'm not mistaken, we had some of our food supplies transferred to that locker just yesterday. Okay, so it's not accessible anymore. Okay. How long can the storms on the planet last? We're getting restless. We need to do something about it. Let's have a look at our inventory and devise a diversion. Choose something, Captain. Diversion? Activity with a shovel. That's cause for concern. What's gonna go wrong now? Something's bound to go wrong, right? Lost in translation. You decided to combat boredom with a shovel. Not literally, you can't hit boredom over the head. Instead, we staged a puppet play. Using the shovel to act as one character, and your sock to be his foil. You got some mileage out of simple script. Your Bogart impression isn't half bad, Captain. You remain very mentally stable. Oh. Two's company, three's a crowd. Captain, we pick up a transmission. It seems to be a recording that's been playing a loop for many, many years. Unfortunately, the message is in a foreign language and you can't understand it. Perhaps we can use something to decode the message. Is that the Russians or is it Salvation? I don't know. We picked up a transmission that's been playing for years. However, since the message was in a foreign language, we weren't able to decode its meaning. Find a guide of some sort to help you translate the message. I don't have the book, as we will surely pick it up again sooner or later. Yep, let's rescue. Emmett was attacked by Vindicator, a biotech-enhanced living weapon from ancient times, but his aim was true. Why all the statues of cows? I can't tell you, Emmett. How about we all eat something, even though you're not hungry? Captain, there is an ancient monument nearby. My scanners indicate this site was previously occupied. Part of the structure seems to have been unearthed for a while. Whoever was here left in a hurry. There is still some equipment left. I think I can identify some tools down there in the excavation site. Care to have a look around and see if we can find anything useful? Yes, very much so. Decided towards the bottom of the excavation site. It wasn't hard to see what's spooked the previous occupants. At the base of the monument was a disturbing relief showing a flying creature made of pasta and meatballs. The horror. The memory of that atrocity will follow you for a long time, and unfortunately there was little value left at the site. You stumbled upon a digging utensil of alien origin, but decided that your trusty shovel already does the job well enough to not be replaced. You don't have to replace it, you can have both. I can't say if it was your engineering skill or dumb luck, but you were able to craft a highly... Nice. Upgrade? Oh, I'll recycle that. Soup first. I am glad I finally convinced you for a short walk. Small asteroid coming right at you. Duck it. Duck it good. Did I upgrade the medkit? Because that is upgraded now. Don't remember doing that. Yeah, you definitely dodged. Yes. The damage from the crash is worse than estimated, Captain. Severely critical systems were damaged. You can live without the trash compactor, but you need air. What will you use to make repairs? Lighter? That's the thing I need the least. Cow. Shine a light on it. Expedition, you say? Well, we've been everywhere. Go to the swamp. See what you can dig up. Why not? 45 days. So this is going swimmingly, although it's a bit slow. It used to be that it only took like 30 days to complete the whole thing, wasn't it? You use the lighter to weld the damaged piece of the shuttle life support system, which you quickly found was only a loose circuit breaker. While you managed to close the circuit and get the system running, it took a long time. When you finished, you were starving. Went to a deeper survey of those wetlands. A deeper survey. That sounds terrible. We've got plenty of minerals. And he's going to the swamp to pick up more chemicals. So, am I doing nothing this one? That's not very constructive now, is it? I mean, recycle the soup, get some power. The wind, which was blowing ceaselessly for the past few hours, has uncovered a part of a sculpture near the ship, a cow's muzzle. Open. As if it's in expectation. A sacrificial spot, perhaps. I wonder if we have anything on hand to offer to this carving. Not that I am superstitious, of course. I'd consider it a science experiment. Well, we've had this before, haven't we? So he's gonna chew up the sock, giving us a bunch of minerals, I think. He's going to totally wreak the havoc on the lighter. So we're going to have to repair that. So, nothing. I think that's a good choice. Yes, you can have some soup. That's why we have it. You decided rather than not offering anything to the cow statue and waited for it to be covered by the sands once more. The more you thought about it, the hungrier you got. Something about its wide open mouth kept coming back to you. Your next serving of soup won't come soon enough. Something has infected Becky. Cram the thing in there. Upgrade. Upgrade the cow. Why not? Yes. So, we're not gonna get the manual one. Not even a library to find it in. That's weird. When a malfunction in Baki took control, you leapt over there, shoved some armor in there. Everything is good and dandy and great and Orion. Okie dokie, recycle something, I'll do the letter. Or the duct tape. Let's do the duct tape again. There's more abnormal racket coming from the Peterson's road hole. Problem appears to be an argument between yes, I'll check in on them. What happens if I don't? Well, now you got me curious. Almost 50 days, man. Too big to fit inside their home. Yes. Crafter tape. We have once more picked up the foreign language transmissions. It could be important. No. Where the heck would I be supposed to find that? You know? What the F, dude? Are you gonna be bugged beyond repair? You know, at this rate, the Soviets are gonna run out. Or the monkeys are gonna die. So you got a little bit of everything on it. You found a roll of duct tape. I just made a roll of duct tape. No, recycle the shovel. He's hungry, so we're gonna feed him. Found something interesting on the surface of the planet. Looks like somebody passed their time tic-tac-toe. X's and O's. Yeah, let's gather them up. This is exactly the same as last time, isn't it? I'm not checking the hungry and tired. Off we go. So that was the swamp. There's been this consistent interference in our comms as of late, like musical notes playing on repeat. It's starting to become annoying. You could do something about it, but it might just stop if we keep ignoring it. Who should deal with this conundrum? I don't have the friggiest. So send DD and then send Emmett. Cave, canyon, desert, swamp. What kind of creature did we meet there? I gotta check my log for that. Where was it? Desert. Whatever. I just had it there. Messy, messy, messy. Into the wastes. Yeah, sorry. It's taking a bit of time, this. Let us head out to... There's the cave again. I don't know. Desert. I'm gonna go with desert. Stupid as that may be. I'm gonna hand you the gun, and I'm gonna hand you the cow. It's either the cow or communicator. Gun and communicator. I'm gonna try that and we'll see where we end up. Yeah. Maybe we'll get something out of it. So how's DD's little excursion gonna go? You failed to understand what the repeating glitches in our comms meant. You started to find them aggravating and tried to plug your ears. The tune is gone now, but you keep hearing it nonetheless. At this rate, you'll have enough earplug patents to sell to make a muggle. Someone is watching us, Captain. They do it regularly. Whoever they are, Emmett departed back to the dry desert. You were in peak physical condition, Captain. That's gotta be the Russians. That's bad. And no. Sock pop. Let's do the lighter. The ship is about to be contaminated. See if we can speed this along a little bit. Just a little bit. No measurements. Detecting a huge energy surge beneath the surface seismic waves. Do you want to rock the boat? Yes. Definitely. Rocket, Elias, rocket. Use the shuttle's thrusters to scoot. Right. Craft. And boom, you're fine. Detecting ancient structure very nearby, totally camouflaged with the surrounding landscape. The front resembles a yawning face. It's a temple, a sacred one. There could be treasure inside. Which way will you take to explore the temple? Shit. Well, we're smarter than we are strong. Don't really have a choice on that one. Do we? Ah, balls. That tested you mentally, but you failed even these basic puzzles. Shook eyes. Tales of the Secret Temple. There are a couple of spacemen having a roadside picnic outside. Wait a minute there. Oh no, it was a distraction. I only have the cow. Huh, what's wrong with you? There are a few things quite as scary as a true believer with an artifact in our hands. The attackers clearly shared that fear. They retreated in a hurry. You better run. Yeah. Emmett is back from his sandy walk of solitude. He seems weak. Calorically. Deficient. Calorically deficient and disturbed. But what matters is that he's still breathing. Yeah. Vindicator. A biotech enhanced living weapon from ancient times. Yeah. Sand got everywhere, but it's over now. Silence gave Emmett plenty of time to think. For example, while the statues goes. Yeah. Boy, oh boy. He's gonna end up in the loony bin. Yeah. Let's see if we can cure that. foreign language transmission. I don't know where to get the handbook. What the F? It's not a choice. I can't find it. Wait. Recycle. The lighter. Sure, why not? So where the heck am I supposed to get the handbook? Do the roaches have it? Yeah, I'd make sure to find a guide of some sort to help you translate the message. Where do you suggest we go do that? While checking out the ship's exterior, you stumbled upon something half buried under the dirt. Apparently a can of soup. So we did the desert, let's do the thing in the cave. I'm gonna send the battery with you this time, which is not a good idea. I need that to shock those pesky Russians. Bring the cow. Do we have a shovel or not? Didn't I pick up the manual at the very start? Didn't I? Seem to remember now. You had a good look at the cannon carving you found buried next to our shuttle, but glimpsed little past. That was obvious. A spell of bad weather forced you back to the ship before you learned anything. Whatever held that can is probably all covered by dust and dirt now. Counterproductive to try finding it again. Encountered alien life. Some kind of protozoan parasite has contaminated our water supply. I have no idea how the system was contaminated. Too late now. Do you want to tough it out or purify the water? Well, it's gonna go bad no matter what. Let's use strength. Gotta use it for something, right? Wait a second. Where's my book? I picked up the book and the armor. It was the armor and the shovel. I think I grabbed the book now. You tried to tough out the effects of the alien protozoa. It was unpleasant. The infection passed, but it took a while. Something's got the drop on me. It's a droid. It's just activated. Like a skull, it's extended a grip to open airlock shutters, secure the outer airlock door, and deny the robot entry. Yes. Wait a second. Well, it's the safest thing to do. I think you may get some upgrades for that if you're doing it exactly right. Maybe. You're bored or what?
Huh.
An old mask hanging from a coat rack. Dwarf-like excursion. These bruises speak for themselves, Captain. Didn't you use the thing here? The species of electricity producing moss. Electricity. Okay. Producing moss living in the lowest caverns. Cow like, we like, no cow, no like. Oh, I have no idea what it means. Go ahead, do the dance. Get down on all fours and moo. The Soviets are gonna get us anyway. Don't you think? I think so. Eerie message we got over the comms about somebody really liking cows gave you an idea. Stupid person. Upgrade the gun. Don't want to lose that. P. Peterson is requesting if you can help him make some improvements to his family home. No, go away. Don't have anything for you. We should really send out Emma again. But where to? See, there's no extra in these. You can't find the manual anywhere. So what the heck? Huh? I don't have a clue. gonna end up in the hands of the Russians. That's where it's gonna end up. The Soviets are back. Shoot the shit out of them. Craft. Sure. Why not? Wait. Well placed barrage. Some nightmare you were having the Cthulhu. He said he wanted to worship him, I'm sure. Listen, I picked up a steady, unintelligible broadcast from ruins ever since we crash landed here. It may be interfering with your brainwaves, especially for the subconscious. You could try thinking about happy thoughts. I know it's cliche, but... So, we got a new location then, right? Right? We should. Mm-hmm. We're not crafting. Which is fine, we don't have anything to craft. Tried thinking happy thoughts to nullify the weird broadcast system and mostly made the trouble go away. You soon stop me in nightmares. It's just commercial. Greetings, tax evader. Your taxes are 29,003 years overdue. The black sphere beeping these words menacingly in the intergalactic tax collector. Isn't tax collector. I let it in because its credentials looked absolutely legitimate. The civil servant are due respect. I deemed you liable for this entire planet. I knew a surprise visit was in order, and here you are. I will begin by confiscating your ship. By confiscating your ship, step outside, or else the sphere commands. Do something, Captain. I kinda wanna fail this one. Kinda do. Maybe that'll give you another ending. It's gonna confiscate my ship. So I'll just be stranded. Heck, I'm gonna go with it. Yes, I am. Grab a can of soup. Get a little fun with that. And off she goes. But it's probably not going to be the end. It's just the tax collector, right? Spherical tax collector was requisitioning our ship. You dragged it to the ship's droid service socket. It resisted, but like an intergalactically Sisyphus, you rolled it closer, inch by inch. It sputtered legal forms at you and slipped away. You lunged, pulled a muscle, and pushed the sphere in place. I reprogrammed the tax collector to see you as its law-abiding friend. You didn't want to gossip about metal polish, so it gave you advice on deducting nuclear blast-related purchases from your taxes and left. Does your torn muscle still hurt? Well, that was weird. Yeah, that's what it was. While we don't have an infinite supply of soup, we do have some old scientist equipment tucked away. Go for it. Who cares? Have some fun. basically just want to get to the end. 69. This is incredible. Although our scientists' equipment did not survive the procedure, the supine tomato. You've isolated the long-pursued chemical element, the supine tomato, which, with just a single and slightly glowing spoonful of tomato soup enriched with this discovery, we were able to fill several cans of our favorite liquid. Bon appetit. We got 3 cans of soup. Sweet. Emmett survived his fury into the canyon. He looks to have been hit by falling rocks, needs food, and keeps muttering about the echoes. It's gotta be this one then. Canyon. Rock slide. Figurative headache. Canyon. As well, not possibly from the future, and let's sure they can still count as friendship. Okie dokie. Canyon it is. Once more picked up the foreign language. Go after yourself. Canyon. We didn't get a 5th choice. So we're gonna go there tomorrow. 69ing it all the way there. What are you gonna need? Are you gonna need a shovel for that maybe? Yesterday we fixed our transmission, nothing. The French are back. That's right, I said it, the French. Cave. No, canyon. Go, give me some power. What do you need? You need a cow. And you need a phone. Go for it. Yeah. Blast the bejesus out of him. At some point I'm gonna have to do agility or intelligence or strength, and I'm gonna fail miserably, and that'll be the end of it. Shots fired. Yep. Have a look in the mirror recently. Have you had a look in the mirror recently? Not really. I prefer a camera. Ah. Hello there, Captain. You're looking very rested today. That's nice. Detecting unusual disturbance in our force. You seem the membrane of light, space-time itself, tearing open figure and speaking other side, don't touch enough exo material matter. What do we do? Offer something? Well, we should probably have thrown the cow or something, shouldn't we? Yeah, probably. Anyway. Recycle some soup. No. Recycle the sock. No. Later then. Yes. You're not hungry, are you? No. Okay. Mini reactor, but it's quickly deteriorated. Wait a second. Stabilizing. Destabilizing space-time tear in the mini reactor. Well, that is exciting news. The ones who inhabited this world consumed more cheese than should be physically possible. Check out the scanner. Those little foil triangles everywhere with the smiling cows on the table. Those are cheese wrappers. A few of those smiling cow cheeses are still sealed. This one was right outside the shuttle. The label said it won't expire for another 1,000,000 years. Wanna try? Heck yeah. Why am I bringing soup into this? Want to try? Yes. I've never had that before, but that was weird. Cheese and tomato soup. You opened the ancient cow cheese and dropped it into a can of soup. The result was the most satisfying combination of creamy and tomatoey deliciousness you have ever tasted. There was a scratch-off thing on the empty wrapper promising a free prize, but when you scratched it, nothing happened. Guess the offer expired before the cheese did. You look fantastic, Captain. Okie-dokie-dokie. Captain, our systems are working below their optimal levels. Stuffed in the dark tongle. Okay, wires. Emmett? Dove into the sea of cables swiftly untangling. Emily found successfully completed his mission to find a mysterious signal. He seems to have been hit by falling rocks, needs food and keeps muttering about the echoes. But our main concern is that he's alive. You clap your hands as he began to vividly recall his gallivanting mission. The constant rock slide gave him more than just a figurative headache. We learned some big things from this. Emmett found conclusive proof of other human survivors on this planet, possibly from the future. Huh. Mini reactor. Emmett appears weak. Can we shoot him again, please? Huh. Well, that's too bad. Don't have a med kit. Oh, here we go. Well, they're not too bright, are they? This might work. Nope. Groovy. Well, darn. Should have gone to the other planet. Where did my handbook go, though? I don't know. To the outer rims of the galaxy? 75 friggin' days, man. I didn't get any achievements for that. But we did get some well, we didn't, did we? No, we didn't get any, what do you call it? Let's see here. Across multiple playthroughs, upgrade all items, yeah. Where is that thing that I'm looking for? The thing I got last time, what was it? Yeah, I got this one last time, didn't I? Records. Like these things. Zero out of 3. This is wrong. My stats are wrong. They keep resetting. That's no fun. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Yeah. Bye-bye.